So today we got the big news. June 11th, 2025, we got the big review embargo was lifted for Resident Evil 9. You've had various sources coming out of the woodwork talking about details, whether it be insiders, game journalists, content creators, all kinds of people from all over the industry, and random cousins and uncles and aunts and everybody talking about Resident Evil 9. So let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about, or let you all know, is I've got a big theory based on what I've seen, kind of what I've heard, talking about different people talking about things today, and just deep diving into some character stuff. I've got a big theory on what's going on in Resident Evil 9. Whether it turns out to be true or not, we will see, but I'll share that after we go over all the details. So, first and foremost, the most important thing for me is there's a third-person option. Now, I've talked ad nauseum about how much I feel like Resident Evil is just better when it's third person, or when you can see your character. So confirmed that you can switch in and out between first and third person rather seamlessly. I think that's a win for everybody. I think the majority of people out there like the third person option. That's why I didn't connect with the Ethan Winters character. It's because, his hands. What are these hands called? These hands are called Ethan Winters. I never saw him. I couldn't care about the character. Anyway, I'm excited third person is here. Now, a lot was shown as far as like footage, gameplay, all that kind of stuff. Grace Ashcroft is going to be your main character of the game. I'm interested to see what they do with her. My big take was it was going to be a Leon Ashley kind of situation. Like, you wouldn't be doing a lot of combat and stuff with with Grace. It's more she's an FBI agent. And she's not really like a field agent. She's more of a desk, like information clerk kind of person. She does a lot of investigation at the computer, looking at evidence, things like that. She's not. I don't think she's going to be like a field agent. But that being said, she will have some kind of training. But I don't think she's going to be a kick the doors down, go after it like Chris, Leon, Jill kind of character. That being said, I'm very excited for what I heard about Grace's gameplay, because it really sounds like they're going full in with investigating, looking for clues, looking for little details while still running for your life. A la heavy Silent Hill vibes from what I was hearing from people. I think Max Dude said something about it felt like one of the Alien games. But this is just stuff people have told me. So I'm really excited about that. And just the way it looks, the vibe, the tone, the setting, I think we're really in for something horrifying. I want it to be horror. I've said many times before, Resident Evil, when it's at its best, is you sitting in a dark corner counting the few bullets you have left, praying you can get through the things that are making noises in the hallway. Like, that is Resident Evil at its best to me. And this feels like it's going to be that. Like, Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 are so great to me because early Resident Evil did this wonderful thing where it took a very big thing and made it feel very small, intimate, and terrifying. Like, you're in this huge city, you're in this huge mansion, you're in these huge situations and scenarios, but it feels very intimate, very terrifying, very claustrophobic. Like, I think 5 and 6 kind of got away from that. 4 was starting to kind of get away from that. 1, 2, and 3, Code Veronica really did feel like that. 7, a lot of people like 7. I'm not a fan of 7. I really liked 8. I'm not a fan of 7. So I just didn't relate with 7. Though I should have. It's just the first person thing just took me out of it. I just couldn't get my brain over it. It didn't feel like Resident Evil. This looks and feels like Resident Evil. That, and they have made obvious tweaks and improvements to the RE system, which I'm really excited to look at, dissect, and get into. Now, for the big theory, like, so Alyssa Ashcroft from Resident Evil Outbreak, she's dead. She's been dead for 8 years. So she investigated the Baker family, the house. She investigated all that kind of stuff, which takes place, I believe the Baker incident takes place in 2017. Resident Evil 9 takes place in 2026. She's been dead for 8 years. She died a year after investigating the Baker mansion, the Redwood Hotel they're talking about now is where she died. Was there a body? Here's my big theory. If there wasn't a body, the pictures that are coming out now of this thing that's chasing you around looks like female, deformed in some way. You already know what I'm about to say. My big theory is that Alyssa Ashcroft is the thing chasing you around. She got Lisa Trevored. She got Lisa Trevored. And this theory only works if there was no body. You know, there's camera evidence or whatever that she was murdered. Are you going to see that in the game? I think you will. No body means I think this thing is Alyssa Ashcroft, which will be even more gut-wrenching given that you're playing as Grace and you've been trying to figure out and investigate your mother's murder. And you're running from her. And this thing is eating zombies, it's eating the undead, it's getting more mutated with every feeding or what have you. I think we're setting up to be very in for a very terrifying monster with this thing, just based on what I've heard. Another thing is some of the screenshots that I've seen, the hand over the vent or the window or whatever that is, and then it coming from the ceiling, it really feels to me like they're tapping into the Resident Evil 2 vibes. Like, that to me feels like they're trying to recreate the liquor reveal from Resident Evil 2. Like, you see it crawl by the window, and then it descends from the ceiling. It really feels to me they're trying to tap you into that vibe. They're trying to get you back in that headspace. They're trying to put you back there with Resident Evil 2, because it's also, we know we're going to see Raccoon City. We don't know if this demo that we're playing, the Renwood Hotel thing, we don't know if this is the ruins of Raccoon City, if that's where the hotel is. My heart hopes that it is. Like, that like Alyssa was tipped off 8 years ago to go to the ruins of this Renwood Hotel, because you can tell it's destroyed. Even in the footage that's taken, it's destroyed. Or it's like abandoned, it's a derelict. If you wake up there, you wake up tied, suspended to a gurney there, and then you get out, and then you're just in the ruins of Raccoon City. You know, God help you kind of situation, right? Because you're there on your own. Now, as far as the other character that will be coming in, I almost feel like it's a lock that it's going to be Leon Kennedy. Not just because it's Resident Evil 2, not because of the reasons other people have talked about, but it makes sense. Leon Kennedy is a direct U.S. government employee. He has been in the Secret Service. He is an agent of the United States. An FBI agent has gone missing. It makes sense that you send in whatever department he's going to be in at this point. I think he's still a United States operative. You send in Leon Kennedy. He knows the lay of the land. He knows the layout of Raccoon City, because he was only there for a night, but I'm sure he has studied it ever since. So he's going to have knowledge of that. I think Leon's your man. I think that's who they send in. I want it to be Jill. I want it to be Jill Valentine, but I think it's going to be Leon. So we'll see. Do we get BSAA stuff in this? Because we know that at the end of Resident Evil 8, BSAA, Chris was going to be definitely launching some kind of secret investigation into what's going on, based on the ending of Resident Evil Village. Are we going to get that in this game? Maybe, maybe not. Because this is just a few years after Village. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But let me know what you all think about that. What do you all think of the theory of the monster being Alyssa Ashcroft? I think that would be gut-wrenching when Grace realizes it, if that's the truth. Who do you think is going to be the other protagonist that comes in? That's another thing. If you like this, subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on the video. Helps a ton. I'm a small guy. I'm a small channel. Help a guy out. Appreciate you all. Have a great day. Be safe. Be good to each other. Keep rocking. And I will see you all in the next video.